Do I have auto cooldown? It's not a mana. Okay. I'm going to give an example ward path for both um, for both sides. So we'll start with blue side. So I respawn. I'm at base. Oh, why am I doing that? I need stealth wards to place wards. I'm so smart. Okay. So generally, you leave through this gate, and then you'll come over here.
What a ride it's been.
And this is red side first, of course. And I will come over here. And I have three things that I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at what is mid lane like? Can I roam mid, and can I get a kill if I roam mid right now? Can I roam bot? Does my ADC need me, or are they fine for me to get there? Usually you'll recall with your ADC, so they should be fine enough for you to be able to just go down there. Now, my goal right now is to ward. So generally, I always ward here. And as red side, I would like to come over here if I know that it's safe. And I will place a control ward or a normal ward here. And then I would blast cone over. And then ward like right here. That is just an example path that I could take, and then I could blast cone over here or do all kinds of stuff. And then we will take a look at the red side path, because this should be fine. So red side warding is actually a lot more fun than blue side warding, because there's a lot more tricks that you have, specifically for Rakan. Or champions that can dash, so you can also do this with Bard, you can do this with Pyke, and I'm certain that there's more, but those are the first ones to come to my mind. So what I like to do is ward over this wall. So I would place one of my wards here, right? And then I would ward over this wall, and I would see if there's a blast cone here. Now let's imagine that there is a blast cone here. I would W over this wall, right? And then blast cone over this wall, and then I could control ward or normal ward here. And this gives me a really good amount of vision control without doing anything. And then I would sweeper while I come back this way, and then I would put my control ward back over here. Now, this gives me a lot of vision control. Now the question is, why do I not ward here? Well, as red side, usually as blue side, usually I have a control ward here, and in like 90% of games, people will have a control ward here. So anytime you're playing red side, you cannot contest this location because they will always just put their control ward there, and then you just lose your ward for free. That's why I love warding over here and here, because this gives all the jungle paths that could go to your lane, and it gives you the information sooner so you can react to it faster. This can also give you information for mid lane and the jungle pathing, and can give your jungler information on how to gank better. So that's all super handy. So remembering that I put the control word here, I believe that my actual normal path for playing this would be to just ward here. You can ward basically anywhere on when you're playing blue side. The ward locations don't matter as much as red side, because it's red side you'll always just ward here, over the wall, and then over here if you can. If you can't do over here, then just go back to lane. There's not much more you can do unless you want to try and push up your vision a little bit more. But anyways, as blue side, I would come over here, ward right here, jump over the wall if I feel safe, if not take the blast cone, and then ward here. You can also just ward straight up over this wall, and then you can control ward here if you're on blue side, and that's good control. Usually I have my control ward there when I'm playing red side, just because it's safe and it lets your junglers know if you're getting invaded. Now, more things. When you have a Fiddlesticks, it's important to contest this bush. It doesn't feel good because you know that you're going to lose a lot of your wards, but contesting this bush is important when you're against a Fiddlesticks. And then as Rakan, you want to try and get your ADC to come over to this spot. When you're against Zac and Fiddlesticks and those kinds of quick, long-range dashing champions, and what I like to do is have my ADC come over to this spot, and then I'll jump over here and dash out immediately. And then we have vision here in case they have a Zac or a Fiddlesticks looking to get us over the wall, and then I can just come back out to my ADC, you know, after. So we just push wave, and then I tell them to come over here, and then we do this. And that's just generally really nice. The key concept with vision, and although these ward spots are good, you may be asking, why are these ward spots good? Which is an important question to ask. These ward spots are good because you want to be able to see as much as possible with your wards. So we know that there's a path here, and there's a path here, and there's a path here, and we can see the dragon, and we can see if Scuttle's up, and all kinds of information possible. That's so much better than if we ward here, where we can only see this path and this path. So just try and hit as many paths as possible with one ward spot, as well as getting as much information as possible. It's super nice. Now, when it's later in the game, you will be warding more topside. Good topside warding spots for blue side. You can ward here and here. These are both really good spots. And then you can come over the wall and you can ward right here and here. It's kind of just mirrored. Everyone knows that it's mirrored, right? But some important things about Baron. Usually the Baron pit is control warded. So this ward gets killed a lot of the time. So a little trick that higher elo players tend to do, because they know that this will be control warded or oracle cleansed, oracle cleared, whatever you want to say, is to ward right here. And this should, let's just throw out my words. Okay. Now this will give us vision if the enemy team is doing Baron. Right? We'll be able to see if like there's an ADC here and stuff. We'll be able to see them and we'll know that they're on Baron without them actually knowing that we see them, because they would only clear the pit and they'll clear like around here. It's very rare that someone will like clear the spot. You can actually hit the spot over the wall. So something I'll do is that I'll go like this, or I will do it the other way around and I will go like this. And I'll just try and line it up, and I think that's, yep, perfect.
Always been by my side.
Everyone generally knows about warding over walls. You can just really make sure that you take your time with it, because even if it takes you a second longer to ward, it can really be worth it in the long run. Warding spots for red side are actually very simple. You just ward here, and you ward over here, and they cannot get to the pit without you seeing them first. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of warding. Make sure that you cover as many paths as possible, make sure that you get as much information as possible, and make sure that you get it as soon as possible, so that way you're able to react to it as soon as possible. I've said as soon as possible so many times there, but that's my basics for vision.